What's up, Starcraft fans? You are watching a co-op mutation. I am CTG and we're doing Battle Hardened on Chain of Ascension. I played this time as Alarak. My masteries were Alarak attack damage, empower me duration, and overcharge mastery. So we're gonna go into replay. With my ally being Yuri Prime, we'll be playing as Karax, which means he'll be getting more kills because of the way the mutators were set up. The person who plays defense will always automatically get more kills. It's not an indication that he has the better commander for pushing. It just means that it's his role. So we'll have missile command, inspiration, and hardened will. So start the game. Good luck of fun to our ally. So let's put up the production tab. Activate the gem, of course, always important for Alarak. So in the first part of the game, I sent out my SCV here, or my probe rather, to have a little look at the enemy. I try to scout, try to see at the edge of my vision that it is indeed Terran. So for Terran, we will get nukes this game. One way to eliminate that will be to go to this location over here, if you watch my cursor on the minimap, and destroy the ghost academies, because those are where they produce the nukes. So my gateway was initially in range of the bunker, so I moved it a little bit out of the way so that the enemy will not be able to attack it. And as you can see, the missiles are flying from all over the map, because that is what missile command does. Endless missile bombardments target your structures and must be shot down throughout the mission. That is why Karax will have more kills, because he will put up Kadaran monoliths that will shoot down the missiles while ignoring the point defense drones that come their way. So I set my probe here for vision, so that my my overcharge can continuously have something to attack. So I inch over here to get vision of that diamond back, so my my overcharge can finish it off, and I start my nexus right away. And then I put down some probes in the gas. I'm not concerned about defense, because even if the missiles do reach my base, the Karax auto repair will immediately take care of that. Actually, I do recommend. Rip. I do recommend Karax for this mission. If you have an ally who is good at pushing, and if you have agreed on a strategy, Karax is a viable choice. But if you're going on the solo queue, I do not recommend Karax. I'd rather recommend someone like Stukov or Raynor. So I helped him out with this expansion by overcharging his pylon. My cybernetics core is finished, so I'm ready to start my death council. There we go. Pylon has allowed my ally to take his expansion by taking out all the enemies there. First wave is here, so my ally will take care of that using his solo lance, I presume. Enemies Hellions. Yeah, it looks like Terran mech. And cleans this up. Oh, not quite cleaned up. So he was forced to use the orbital strike to clean it up.
Both armies must provide it.
I like the different voice lines of Jinara when Alarak is your commander. So that's at least one thing you can take away from here as Alarak. You have a special voice line. So I'm sending my dudes here. You can see I've started my Ascendant Archives. I will be going for Mass Ascendance this game. I overcharge my Nexus so that I can have these guys in range. Unfortunately for me, they're not quite in range. And I misrally my my probes my probes by accident. So I draw them here. So my my overcharge can attack them. Pull back. Currently 30. I mean, I'm ready for it. There's not much for me to chrono, but if he has chrono, it'll be quite helpful. Let's clean up those bunkers. Don't want to overdo it. Alarak needs to regen that health. There we go. Yeah, I'm almost ready. He's getting that optimized ordnance, I believe, for the attack speed of K-Darren Mollusk and cadence.
Vengeance for the betrayed.
Enemy forces are supporting their champion psionically. They must be destroyed.
Anyway, looks like my allies. Look at this. Look at this worker rally. He sent a probe over so we can help push Janara. I mean, we don't want to stand here too long, since we want to be aggressive on the map. Of course, we also want to make sure that Janara doesn't accidentally fall
We must be ready.
when we leave the enemy supporting her for too long, because apparently the missiles also support Amon's champion. Somehow, that is a thing. So for the second wave, I'll have to take care of it. I mean, with my allies' support, of course, but Ascendants do pretty well on their own. Well, not on their own. Ascendants do pretty good splash damage, as long as there's something in front of them. So I'll have to take care of that. Use the destruction wave and psionic orbs, just to splash those enemies out. Put down another pylon over there and more gateways, so I can produce more stuff. Oh, here comes the enemy. If you support Janara too early, the hybrids will appear. The hybrids will likewise appear early. So I use some psionic orbs there to allow my ally to use his purifier beam, destroy these enemies. So I draw the hybrid into my base, so that I can use my overcharge to take out the hybrids. So yes, overcharge is still useful versus the hybrids. Of course, my ascendants are not that strong yet, so they'll need all the help they can get. Speaking of ascendants, warping in some more. I'll want 16 ascendants this game. That is the optimal number to have the pushing power, as well as not dilute the effect of your supplicants too much, because you will have to keep feeding your ascendants up to 10 stacks. That is when they're at their most powerful. If the ascendant stacks are too thin, they'll be a lot easier to kill, which is not good for me.
These lumbering elementals have always irritated me.
So I throw some orbs
If your armies are strong
the enemy's way,
divided.
then use Death Fleet. Try and take out these enemies. Throw some more orbs. I take out these enemies. I have to pull back. Okay, good chrono by my ally. I'll warp in some more supplicants. Okay, just need to refill on the supplicants, and then I'm ready to march again. Allies are making the Robo Bay, I presume for
Lackeys are moving
Spear of
forward.
Adun upgrades,
Intercept them.
while my Death Fleet is clearing out that enemy base. There we go. Oh, threw them out of the way of the orbital strike. That's unfortunate. So I go to the bonus to try and snipe it. Orp in the Havoc, as well as a Supplicant to keep feeding my Ascendants. Okay, here we are at the bonus, and we'll burst it down right away. Just like that.
Such troublesome creatures.
Ally didn't even see what happened.
when you have the chance.
Yes, we're going. Oh. Yeah, we're going that way, I suppose, if you want us to. The nice thing about having two Protoss commanders is that you can use your allies' power field to warp and stuff. You see, that's my allies' pylon, but I'm using it. Yeah, I can see the Banshee. So I use the empower me. Oh, here's the enemy just in time. Just in time for the parter.
Forces en route to our position.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. Empowered Alarak.
Vengeance for the betrayed.
Use the destruction wave or the psionic orb.
Augmenting their champion's power. Do not allow this to continue.
Keep going. Clear out the space so that my ally can camp the spawn with his towers and stuff. Pull back. Don't let Alarak die. Well, he used the supplicant anyway. That's fine. At least it wasn't. Uh-oh. Speaking of ascendants, here comes another wave. My ascendants get sandwiched in between. But that's fine. Their psionic orb has splash damage, so it's sort of well, it doesn't completely nullify this round, but kind of helps mitigate the damage by destroying the enemy before they destroy us. Just checking out what there is in my base. Getting the blink upgrade, since I'm gonna make slayers as well. I've learned last week that slayers are apparently kind of good. What did I do? What did I do? Okay, so what happened here was that I had a giant lag spike. Or not really a lag spike. I had network connection issues. That's Philippine internet for you. I live in the Philippines. Some people have been asking as of late if I do live in Manila, and that is correct. I do in fact live in Manila. I use some psionic orbs, destroy those, and finish off the the remaining hybrid with Mind Blast, and that's gonna take care of that. Warp in some more at my ally's pylon. I considered briefly making a warp prism so I can have faster warping points, but to do that I would need to invest. I would need to invest in Robo, and then it's not gonna be that easy to keep that warp prism alive. Also, I could accidentally load Alarak or one of my ascendants by accident, and if I lose that, the ascendant is lost. It's not like Swan's Hercules, where you can rescue the units inside if they fall. So I move in here, destroy that bunker, using Alarak's deadly charge, and then drop my Death Fleet. So I know that the nukes are gonna arrive soon. So I send my Death Fleet here and use Empower Me. I really need to take out those see here, there's these ghost academies, so that they will no longer trouble us with enemy nukes later on. Like so. That's how you fight Terran in this game. You take out their ghost academies so you can play the rest of the game normally. Death Fleet is still doing its thing. I use the Mind Blast on these battle cruisers. Ally uses a Purifier Beam to take out the rest of the dudes. Another. These Ravens are annoying with their. Yeah, good thing I sacrificed that, but still got splashed on. Oh, Ally's Purifier Beam ran out, but he does have the Solar Lance to clean up that attack wave right before they get to my attendants. That's good. Good job by my ally. I find myself kinda sandwiched between well, the bonus here and then the source of the enemy attack waves at the back here and then the enemy base. So I need to regroup first. Yeah, sending my Slayers over here. Taking out this enemy wave. And to clean up that bunker. There we go. Get some supplicants. More annoying Raven stuff. You can see why I hate Terran. It's It's not because it's difficult, it's because it's really annoying. They have so many annoying things, like random nukes where you have to look around each base where it is, and then ravens that seeker missile your clumped up void rays, which is why I no longer play void rays as Warzone. Unless it's Protoss Robo. Another is Irradiate. Irradiate is annoying to deal with, especially if you play Zerg.
Our allied base is under attack.
So many annoying things for Terran. Oh, those cyclones. Oh. So many annoying things for Terran. Ally supporting with his probe. You can see there. Meanwhile, I warp in some more Slayers. Because I've taken the liking to those Slayers.
Under attack.
Ally is also camping this location. And here comes the enemy. So I throw out a bunch of psionic orbs. And mind blast the rest. There they are. Cleaned up rather easily. Where? Hybrids where? I don't see them.
You may now empower.
I can now empower Alarak. That's gonna be great for the last wave. No you. Alright, like I said before, I had a giant lag spike. I almost got kicked out of the game. I had about 20 seconds remaining. There we go. Mind blast that thing to oblivion. Oblivion Express. I warp in some more Slayers.
Efforts on the task at hand. These rebels have an entrenched position.
Clean up these
You must destroy their encampment.
Oh, I accidentally clicked empower me by accident. So I need to support Alarak right, or I need to support Janara right now, so I can use some of that empower me to take out the enemy. Oh, it's no longer active. What a waste. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that thing I did. If you want to use if you want to use empower me, don't waste it on random things. Throw psionic orbs here. I use orbital strike to support. Oh, I used empower me. Oh, I didn't use what? Wait, I'm confused. Looks like I still had a bit of empower me. That's fine. And there it is, cleaned up right off the bat. GG. Trying to go for the full clear. I mean, there is still one here. There's still an armory. So even if we do clean this up, there's still this that armory there. So not quite full clear, which is a bit unfortunate.
I have no intention of challenging you, my
Yuri thinks we did it, but yeah, there's still an armory at the bottom, which we didn't see. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. If you have an idea for what else you can do, please leave that in the comment. And you can see the score screen. We have the confirmation that that was indeed another one at the bottom. Close enough. Yeah, you can see that my ally doubled my kills, and that's because he went for static defense, which is what static defense does. It gets you more missiles. So a big thank you to my Patreon patron. I believe he wants to be called Zachary. And if you want to become, if you want to support the channel, the Patreon link is on the right of your screen. Feel free if you want to. All right, see you.